Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Inside the Big Dynasty League. I'm your host, Mike. With me, as always, is the stat man, Petey Cunningham, and the commish, Clyde Randall Waters. We got our beautiful
Dave Lapham
trophy for League Supreme Champion.
Making a special guest appearance this week.
We're going to interview the trophy later. It's going to be interesting. We're going to interview the trophy owner.
Did you win this trophy yet?
I have not won that trophy yet.
Did you help build this trophy yet?
No.
I don't think you should be sitting here. You need to leave.
Yeah, don't even look at her.
You need to leave.
Yeah.
You need to bring in.
You know what? Let's bring in
the presence of the greatness of the Dave Lapham Trophy. We need only champions and creators involved.
Yes, we're going to bring in our current champion. Asterisk, of course, but we're bringing in the current champion. All right,
champ. Reigning champ, you're back.
What's going on?
Not much.
Hey, look, there's audio this time.
How's
Good,
life?
great. Life is life.
All right, Sarah Cummings
Ham.
Not Cunningham.
Oh, man. So, you did it.
I did it.
You did it. You won last season. Kind of came out of nowhere with the strong team that you may or may not have drafted.
Okay.
And I think you've done a lot to prove this season that it wasn't a fluke last year.
It was not a fluke last year.
You maintained the season, finished the season 12-4, undefeated in your division.
Undefeated in my division, handpicked by me.
Handpicked by you. And you are going into the championship game this week defending your championship from last year.
Yep.
You want to get your name on this great trophy twice. That's what you're trying to do, right?
I want to be the first two-time champion.
That would be amazing.
But I won't be.
And what a great way to do it this year, though. If you can pull this off, not only will you be the first two-time champion, but you would have done it by knocking your brother out of the champion.
That would be so sweet.
Your brother mercifully.
Mercifully?
Mercilessly? Something.
Just beat the crap out of your brother.
Beating him like a redheaded stepchild. Beat on.
Just love that noise just coming out of the helmet.
I know. This is the helmet talking.
The helmet is channeling Dave Lapham. Balls out.
So, do you think if you do pull off the win, it'll mean more knowing that you actually drafted this team and completely earned it?
No, if I actually win this year, the thing that will mean the most is beating my brother, whom I'm 1-6 against.
All time, that is correct.
Who has the best team this year? Who shattered my most points record? I believe. Am I correct? Shattered it. I mean, I'm the underdog by at least 2 scores here.
You are the underdog by almost. I'm no mathematician. Neither is the trophy. But almost 25 points, maybe even more right now, as the current lineup sits.
Also, an all-time head-to-head matchup. You were 1-6 against your brother.
Yes.
I did already touch on that.
You already
sorry.
said that.
I'm just amazed.
But why male models?
You know what, though? winning last year was very momentous, whatever, for me.
What was bigger last year? Winning the big Dynasty League, Supreme League champion, Dave Lapham trophy, or getting married to the man you love and are going to spend the rest of your life with?
She had to think about that, ladies and gentlemen.
I won't lie. Probably winning the BDL trophy.
I think that's the correct answer.
I have been playing fantasy football now for 10 years, and this was my very first win of a championship, and I got this beautiful trophy to sit in my house.
Beautiful trophy.
Beautiful.
It's so gorgeous. It's huge. This trophy's making America great again, baby. I love it.
All right. So, coming into this matchup, what's your strategy for this week? What are you thinking? I know you're not confident.
I'm not.
But you got to believe that there's a slim chance. And what do you think your strategy is for that this week?
My strategy is to throw up a prayer to the big man upstairs that Petey's team poops out like it did week whatever and scored he scored less than 100 points one week, didn't he?
He did. He had a bad week.
I am just praying. I'm praying karma or something. I don't know. Drew Brees needs to break his leg. And who else has he got here? Le'Veon Bell breaks his leg. Ezekiel Elliott. No, I love Zeke. I can't wish bad karma on him.
Oh, Fat Rob Kelly. Shady McCoy.
Who I just told Petey I wanted Rob Kelly.
Fat Rob.
My strategy, though, I really have been going with the 2 tight end strategy pretty much all season. It's been working out for me. I think I have 2 of the top tight ends.
You got that Bearcat, Travis Kelce.
I do have that Bearcat.
And Mike's favorite tight end, Greg
Olsen.
Fun fact, the guy we work with is next door neighbors with Greg Olsen.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting,
He lives in
isn't it?
Charlotte, and he's next door neighbors.
Wow.
I know.
Or so he claims. He's not taking any pictures like in his hot tub or anything. The real question I have, and I think this is important, is are you going to start the quarterback of your namesake of your team, Mr. Derek Carr of the Scarlet Pimps, or are you going to go with Kirk Cousins?
That's such a tough decision for me. I feel I'm indebted to Kirk Cousins, who I started last year in the championship game on a fluke pretty much after Aaron Rodgers tanked the end of the season. Kirk Cousins does seem to show up in the playoffs except for last week. But Derek Carr has really been struggling too, so I'm not sure who they're playing against. Do you know off the real quick?
No, I don't. I don't pay attention to football that much, really, to be honest. I'm not much of a fan.
If the Redskins play at home, I will not be starting Kirk Cousins, I believe, because they have a terrible home record. They're playing at Chicago. It's a favorable matchup.
And the Redskins, I think they're trying to get in there, right? They're still fighting.
Yeah, Oakland's clinched, and
Redskins are going for.
They're still going for something.
The way I look at it, if I start Kirk Cousins, he throws a touchdown pass to Kelly. That's 6 points that even out on both sides. That is something I always do look at.
So the real question is, how's the trophy been? Have you been treating her right, living in the house?
I do. I rub its helmet every Sunday before kickoff.
You haven't been using any abrasive cleaners, have you? Just dust it, maybe a little Pledge at the most.
No, I just use little Swiffer.
Just a Swiffer?
Yep.
You use a name brand Swiffer or an off brand?
I use only name brands.
All right, especially for this trophy.
That's right.
It deserves a name brand Swiffer.
That's right.
All right, well, I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Let me get your pick. Pick. You or your brother?
Petey by 2 scores.
Ooh. All right. Let me get your opinion in our 3rd round match here. Mr. Clutches versus JPP Firework.
JPP is Allen.
2 new teams.
I'm going with Bryce here. We go way back, me and Bryce.
He did win you this championship currently.
He did. Okay. He did draft for me last year, asterisk. No, I think Bryce's team, I was kind of scared when Monday Night Football, you know.
It all comes down to Monday night.
It does. And punters.
All right. So you're
all
going.
About the punters.
And one last question.
Okay.
Who is going to win the toilet bowl and get the poopery endorsement? Most Pandas Desnudo or Get Off Me?
Absolutely Get Off Me, because Get Off Me should be playing me this week for this bad boy. Instead, he decided to poop out his team week 13 for what? Number 1 pick in the college draft, correct?
If he can pull off the win.
If.
The nude pandas have been on a tear lately.
I would love to see Randy win it, though.
Hey.
Randy go way back. Randy's in my division. I would love for us to sweep.
Oh, that's what I'm
Sweet.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I hope you wipe with him.
I beat Hernandez Pistol Offense
Get
last
it,
week,
toilet.
and I've never beaten Hernandez Pistol Offense.
All
I beat
right.
him last week, though.
Let's hear it for the league champion, live studio audience.
All right, you can take that with you, so that way Statman can be back on stage. Cause
Okay.
I'll hit it to you over here, so you don't have to go around all the lights.
all right, Statman, you can come back now.
Be careful now. She's delicate and beautiful.
Oh, maybe one day you'll be allowed to sit in the presence of that beauty.
Hopefully,
guys.
what just happened is an
Have a face.
omen for this championship where, she was keeping my seat warm for me. Hopefully.
I'm pretty sure she farted in it. Just so you know. You're sitting in her farts.
Well, that was a pleasant surprise. I love special guests. Let's take a look at last week's
The matchups of the week.
matchups of the week.
We had the JPP firework incident new to the league versus the Wayne Enterprise owned by our very own Statman, Petey Cunningham. Statman, why don't you break down how you just about pounded this guy by 70 points?
Yeah, we've kind of already spoiled our previews here by going over the matchups, but Wayne Enterprises with almost a 70-point win against JPP Firework Incident. This is the third matchup of these teams this year. JPP Firework Incident won the first one by less than a point. Wayne Enterprises avenged that with a Week 13 win to get the bye, and then just went off
Commissioner, you
this
think you
week.
got scared of the mighty Wayne Enterprises?
No, I think that this was a statement by the Statman here, letting all these new owners in the league know where they belong, and that is not ahead of the Statman.
Boom!
You got to lose the win. You got to lose before you can win.
All
In
right.
this case, he just keeps winning.
I've had my share of losses in the BDL. Crushing losses, championship game losses before.
All right. Next up, we got Mr. Clutch's fake football team versus the Scarlet Peeps. Whew. Oh, I'm lightheaded out that one. All right. Statman, talk about how your sister beat Bryce.
She beat Bryce behind Devonta Freeman, getting 33.5 points on that miserable, pathetic 49ers defense.
They're garbage.
Mr. Clutch's fake football team, Aaron Rodgers, normally you can count on him for 25 or so, gets 9.28. And how about this? His backup quarterback, Andy Dalton, got 9.28 points.
What?
The exact same point total for both quarterbacks. Did not matter which one he played. It was the same result.
Oh, man, that's a lot of math right there. Commish, what do you got on this one?
Well, I think Scarlet Pimps have relied heavily on that one running back all season. And this past week, Devonta Freeman showed up when it mattered most in the playoffs. And then that receiving core, always strong, always bringing in those double digits. And DeAndre Hopkins showed up with some life this week. And
I'm a little nervous.
yeah,
He doesn't have terrible Brock Osweiler throwing to him
I
anymore.
know.
He might have somebody that gets him the ball.
Brock is
I'm
very
a little
terrible.
concerned.
Brock has cost me a championship.
And then, I
Not
will
this
say...
week, but another one.
I will say this too, from Mr. Clutch's fake football team, they've been weak in the running back position throughout most of the season. But Jerick McKinnon in the last couple weeks showed some life for him, but it just wasn't enough in this matchup.
He did that big trade for Antonio Brown, and when he needed Antonio Brown the most,
Antonio Brown played the Bengals.
got 8.8 points, had a touchdown, when I called back due to a holding penalty. He could have used that this week, but
That's why you never rely on a Steeler. They're horrible individuals, all of them. I don't want to go and stereotype all people from Pittsburgh either, but
they've done Belgium pretty good for me, though. Just saying.
all right. Next up, let's take a look at Hernandez's pistol offense versus Los Pandas Desnudo, the most Spanish team of the matchup we've had all season. Statman, why don't you break this down for us?
Hernandez Postal offense, normally we've seen a real trend in the BDL where 1-0 player somehow gets you the win. But Hernandez Pistol Offense started 2-0 plays. Did they know that they had a matchup this week? Did they start a real lineup?
In my head, I believe that Hernandez Pistol Offense put their best foot forward in the matchup this week.
Okay, they put their best foot forward.
They didn't pull a Joel and tank it or an Acid Kickers and not even attempt to be a decent human being. Or, start a lineup.
I know this because Hernandez Pistol Offense has never wasted a moment to beat me in this league.
You had never beaten him before this matchup, right?
I've never beaten him before this matchup.
Well, finally got the monkey off your back. He doesn't play Ryan Matthews this week. He picked up Ryan Matthews at like 12:30 the week that I played him, and he beat me with Ryan Matthews. He doesn't start him this week, and he starts Wendell Smallwood, who got 0. I don't know what happened here with Hernandez Pistol Offense. I don't even know.
Well, I don't either.
Let's talk about what did happen with those Pandas Desnudos.
Los Pandas Desnudos.
I won.
There we go.
My defense got me 21 points.
And you were in a playing game, so now you've had to win 2 games to make the Toilet Bowl championship.
And next up, we're going to take a look at Get Off Me versus the Unseen Academicals. And Get Off Me had scored more points than the championship.
Get Off Me with a discount double up.
Man.
Highest point scorer in the league. You can tell he's just been building for this moment. He's been ready for the Toilet Bowl.
He's like, you know what? I don't need a championship. I don't need lots of money. I need to win the Toilet Bowl and give me that first round draft pick.
And I think he's got 8 draft picks.
That's what I want.
He's got 8 draft picks this upcoming year. One of those could be the number 1 draft pick in the cop. He could be setting himself up here for a run for 5-6 years in the BDL. He makes the correct draft picks.
All right. Commish, you got anything on this one?
It was a pounding. I have nothing to say on that.
All right. Well, let's take a look.
5 players above 20 points.
Yeah,
Arizona actually showed up for him, which is what he's been relying on all season. Let's get our picks in for the championship.
The championship.
And I think it goes without saying, the matchup of the week is the championship matchup. Wayne Enterprises versus the Scarlet Pips. And we shall see if Petey will beat his sister or if he'll get beaten by his sister. Like the redheaded stepchild he wants to be. Statman, why don't you break this down for me a little bit and then give me your pick.
This is a tale of 2 teams that are in very different situations. Wayne Enterprises has been starting 3, sometimes 4 running backs here recently. Scarlet Pimps really has Devonta Freeman, and then she's kind of scattered that second quarterback. Lately it's been Chris Thompson, who hasn't been doing so hot.
Isn't he a running back?
Yeah, he meant running back.
Running back.
The student audience is correcting you. He said quarterback when you
running
meant running back. I was going to let it slide because I figured everyone else could catch up.
I still got a bad taste in my mouth from Kirk Cousins, the Washington Redskins quarterback. Well, maybe Chris Thompson might have been a better quarterback than him Monday night. Maybe. I don't know.
But he wouldn't have played that
I don't know. But he wouldn't have. Anyway, I digress. Kirk Cousins is also Scarlet Pimp's starting quarterback. But as we discussed earlier, don't know if she's going to go with Cousins or she's going to go with Derek Carr, who is in her team name.
That is true.
Feels like she kind of has to start him. But
she can do what she wants, freedom.
It's free. It's America. Wayne Enterprises got the 3-headed running back monster of Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, and LaShawn McCoy. Sorry, Thomas Rawls last week. That did not go so well.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No. Yeah. Thursday night players are the worst. You do not start people who play on Thursday night. They're the worst. Makes me mad. Anyway. Wayne Enterprises. This is what happens when you make great college draft picks and they turn out for you. Pretty good chance that he's going to be starting Ezekiel Elliott and Michael Thomas this week.
Sorry. Who'd you pick? Oh, you didn't pick yet? You're still just talking? All right.
Didn't you tell me to break it down?
I told you to break it down. You're just
I'm giving analysis.
I hear you. You're breaking it down more than I was anticipating. I guess. I don't know.
All right, I'm going with Wayne Enterprises to get the win.
I
normally don't pick myself. I like the reverse jinx, but I'm going as a neutral analysis here. I feel like Wayne Enterprises is the better team. They've shown it all year. They could very well lose this matchup. Scarlet Pimps has a good team. Hopkins is coming back. Strong, it looks like, with Tom Savage at quarterback. But I got to go with the better team all year long. That's Wayne Enterprises.
All right, so you think you're going to beat your sister?
I think I'm going to beat my sister. Maybe Peyton Manning, the Peyton Manning of the league, can finally
get himself a
Tom Brady of
championship.
the league.
And we all know Tom Brady's only good because of Bill Belichick. Just like the Pimps, because of the people who drafted for him last year. Commish, who you taking?
Well, I think this matchup may be closer than everyone suspects it to be. However, was there an accident on the causeway there?
Wreck and turn 4.
Anyways, but you know, the three-headed monster, running back monster, four-headed, I should say, monster that you have starting that running back core, I don't see any way around it. So I'm taking Wayne Enterprises.
And I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sweep that. Woo! Which is sad because I was hoping for a little bit more drama with the championship. But we'll see. We'll see.
It's going to come down on Monday night.
Let's take a look next at our third place matchup. There's some money on the line for this one. Statman, why don't you break down JPP Firework Incident versus Mr. Clutch's Fake Football Team? Who are you taking?
JPP Firework Incident.
All right. Any particular reason for that?
Do you want me to break this one down, or?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I want a medium between like talking about every player on their team.
Well, I figured it's the biggest matchup of the entire year. The whole
I
year
agree.
has been leading up to it.
I agree.
So the audience, the viewers would want some real analysis on the game. That's
I
what
just thought it
going
would be
with.
funny if I fell asleep. That's all.
JPP Firework Incident is Andrew Luck, who has been a machine lately towards that Vikings defense. Mr. Clutch's Fake Football Team's got Aaron Rodgers going. I believe they are playing that same Vikings defense that Andrew Luck just killed, and they're playing them at Green Bay. But I JPP Firework Incident, too much depth, solid running backs. Mr. Clutch is McKinnon and White. White could have a really big week this week going against that Jets defense that is absolutely atrocious. Antonio Brown can't possibly be as bad as he was last week, but he's going against the Ravens. It's always a tough matchup between those two. And it's on Christmas, so he's hoping for a little miracle right there. I'm going with JPP Firework Incident to get the win, though.
All right. Commish.
Well, I'm excited about this matchup because it's two new franchise owners going so deep into the postseason here, and this is a money game. I'm excited to see that these guys have worked hard to be here, but I'm going to take JPP Firework Incident.
I want to take JPP Firework Incident. I'm a little nervous they're going to choke again like they did last week, but I'm going to go with them. We're going to sweep that one as well. Next up, we're going to take a look at the toilet bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Who is going to get the first round college draft pick and the big endorsement from the Poopery organization? Los Pandas Desnudo or Get Off Me? Stab me. Let's break this one down a little bit. Let's take a look at it. Who are you going to take?
I'll tell you what, I don't see how anybody is going to be... Get off me very well could be the highest scorer again this week. David Johnson's been killing it. Mark Ingram's been doing pretty well. He is starting Blake Bortles in a toilet bowl championship game, which... I don't know
Sounds
about that
about
one,
right.
But Brandon Cooks got him a ton of points last week. Tyreek Hill's been killing it. Deshaun Jackson's got a good matchup against Chicago. Get off me's got to win this one. I like his team too much in this matchup. I'm sorry.
All right, Commish. Who you going with?
Well, I'm taking myself, of course. I'm on like a 3-game winning streak, and the season was a rough one, but my team is finally starting to gel together. I think I'm going to make it a fight this week and bring home a win.
You know what? You've convinced me. I'm going Los Pandas Desnudo. Yep, that's what I'm doing. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is it. This is what it all comes down to. The championship. Let us know. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think Petey's going to beat his sister like he did when she was a small child? Or do you think he's going to get beat by his sister? Vote now. Call 1-800-SIBLING beatings and put in your vote. Otherwise, stay safe out there. I hope you're in some other championships. If you're not in this one, have fun. Goodbye.